I mean, we have a go. You have a go at hippies, but how long's your hair, Louis?
Yeah, it's got a bit out of hand. I liked that tune. I like that. I like the guitar in the background. Something about it, although that was another hippie tune, was it? But I liked it.
Well, I'd say if any hippie song exists, then that's one of them, isn't it?
Bit rockier, so I liked it.
Yeah.
I liked the way the guy was almost wailing about, but his life. But I tried to listen to the lyrics, but I couldn't understand them, Nigel Thomas.
Yeah.
While during the thing, I was trying to say some of the lyrics, and I got it completely wrong, didn't I?
You did.
There was a bit where I feel like I was like, he feels like an open hand. What was the actual lyric? I feel like I owe it to someone, or something. I don't know how I.
Yes, I feel like I owe it to someone.
I feel like I owe it.
I feel like letting my freak flag fly. So having long hair, he's sort of deciding whether to, have long hair, and this was in the 70s, so a lot of people would think, look at that long hair, he's a bit of a freak with his long hair. So whether he should cut it or, to be more respectable and be able to get a nice day job or whatever. Or whether to go, I'm just going to let I'm going to have it how I want it.
I like that lyric. That sort of strikes a chord with me. So in a way, he was a trailblazer for the men with the long hair.
Well, he's singing about it, certainly, yeah. It's something a lot of people have been through. Something you're going through.
I have long hair now. I have my hair in a man bun, which is kind of fashionable as of circa 2023 that we are now. But I feel like, since the 60s, 70s, as a man, you could get away with long hair. I mean, the 80s, it went out of fashion. It was all about being clean cut and Gillette, the best a man can get. But then you're shaking your head.
Glad advertising works on you, Lou. That's you're reassuringly impressionable.
But then there was the era of grunge and Kurt Cobain and bop and long hair was back, and then it wasn't, and now it's back again. Anyway, I've had long hair 2 times in my life.
You're saying your hair's fashionable?
Well, what would you say?
I'm saying nothing, Louis.
I did an interview for a job today, a contract, and on the video call, and they could see me.
Yeah. But that's only helping kids across the road, so...
What are you talking about?
The job interview. Lollipop Man, wasn't it?
Right, yeah, that's what I've used.
No? You'd probably have to cut your hair for that.
You'd probably have to...
Be walking, morning, miss! You
Yeah, but I worked for this company, right, and I behaved myself on the whole, and the company went bust, right, and I was fired. Well, not fired, made redundant. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I was like, screw you. Like, life's too short to, do what the man tells you. That was the same company. One time, a certain friend of mine called Nigel Thomas, yourself, said, come and, I'm doing a music video. Do you want to be in the crowd? The music video is like it's a party. And my boss had been like, oh, guys, right, we've got it's a really busy time at the moment, so try not to take any holiday, try not to take any time off because we need to work at this. And I was like, fuck that, I'm going to go in music video. Took a half-day holiday, had a whale of a time.
And the business collapsed.
The business collapsed, yeah, 6 months later. The business has gone bust. I'm still with my girlfriend I met in that music video. Thank God I made that choice, And anyway, the point is, after that, I was like, I'm growing my hair. Fuck it.
Alternatively, you could have been at work. You could have secured a big deal for that business. You could have made it really successful. Saved the company. You could have been like a managing director now on a couple of $100K a year.
I think the writing was on the wall there, to be honest.
But then you wouldn't have Pamela, so...
Well, and you got, you pays your money and take your chances. So I sort of feel like, okay, if I do a job interview and they turn me down for having long hair, I probably shouldn't be working there. This is probably not the sort of place I want to work. Yeah. I say that until maybe a few weeks down the line, and I haven't got.
Then there'd be
next contract.
Vox pop of you just in the streets,
in a suit, clean cut.
Yeah.
Oh right. Well, no, I was thinking more like I would interview, and then
cut your hair,
throw away all my principles, and do what I'm told. But and maybe that's what this guy. Yeah, I could see this guy being like, no, I'm not. I'll keep my freak emblem. What was it called? My freak.
Let my freak flag fly.
Freak flag fly.
And that was written by David Crosby. He died same day as Gordon Lightfoot, 1st of May. I don't think they were together.
Bad day for hippies.
Yeah, and he was only 81. Almost Cut My Hair from the 1970 album Deja Vu by Crosby, Stills, Nash and Young.
Oh, I approve. Thumbs up to that. I'd listen to that again.
Yeah, well, it's a great song.
Be careful on May the 1st. That's May Day, isn't it? That's the pagan festival.
May
Imagine a load of hippies dancing around a
Maybe that's what he was doing.
and-
That's why he's dead. He had his own brand of cannabis in America called the Mighty Cross.
Oh.
Yeah. And he used it a lot on tour because he had chronic shoulder pain. He had a liver transplant in 1994 paid for by Phil Collins. This is true. He had hepatitis C, so he had liver problems. Phil Collins paid for his liver transplant.
What legend?
Yeah.
And it was. Oh, I thought you were going to say it was liver transplant because of booze. You know,
Well, I imagine. Well, yeah, drugs and booze probably didn't help.
probably didn't help.
Yeah. And apparently he planned his funeral at least 3 years prior to his death because he believed he was going to die soon. And apparently he was active up until the day of his death, working on plans for a tour and a new album. Right up until the day he died, so it could happen any time for you, Louis. Just remember that. Yeah.
But he was also in his 80s, was he?
81. Yeah.
Do you think you will still be doing music when you're in your 80s?
Yeah, if I'm still... Yeah, I think so.
You're not
I
gonna...
won't be singing Mr. Brightside. Hopefully. If this was a film, it would cut to me singing Mr. Brightside in my 80s.
Someone at the wedding, go on, play Mr. Brightside. I am playing Mr. Brightside. Yeah.
Play something about the Killers. There we go. You only live twice, Louis. Once when you're born, and once when you look death in the face.
Who said that?
Ian Fleming. You could have worked that one out.
You only lived. Oh, like the Bond movie. You only lived twice. Yeah.
All right, now this next track you'll like, I think, and I've picked a really nice song for you here, Lee, by someone who's dead. So I'd love to hear what you think about it. It goes like this.